Hello, I am here today. I'm going to play some standard on the ladder here. I'm going to be really creative and play Izzet Prowess. If you would like, this is the list I am running. I think that Torch is a really good card for this deck over Burst Lightning, which is not necessarily true when I initially went through, but the thing is it's so much better against these red decks. I also really like playing the Hatcher main and leaving the slick shots in the side because, you know, you're playing against the mirror a lot, and I want to be well set up for that matchup personally. I'm trying some kind of weird cards. Twin Maw Stormbrood. Kind of creative, but I'm giving it a shot. Because it is, at the end of the day, actually just a very efficient removal spell. So let's get on the ladder here so that I can get my quest done for the day. I am, of course, extremely high rated at silver 2, something like that. I think that this is a weak hand in the blind. It's pretty slow against the mirror and red, so I'm gonna mulligan because I think we can do better. And you know, this is why you never mulligan, because this is the same hand. But it's even worse. I'm gonna bin the Shivan Reef, and I'm gonna go ahead and opt. One thing I think that's important in this matchup is that, or not in this matchup, in this deck, is you want to sequence opt before your sleight of hands, because opt does a much better job of, or well, sleight of hand gives you a greater degree of selection, right? I'm just going to go ahead and fire this off at sorcery speed. I don't really want to mess around. Okay, I mean, I love a Drake Catcher. Yeah, we're going to take the Drake Catcher here and hope that my opponent doesn't do anything too absurd. I would like to leave Rage Protection up against Torch, so I think, yeah, I'm going to wait on the sleight of hand here. I'm just going to play this and we're going to pass. My opponent does have Steel Cutter, which is annoying, of course. But we have a... Oh, wow. Okay, that's all my opponent's doing. Alright, well, you love to see it. Not gonna lie. Let's go Swift Spear, Sleight of Hand. I mean, you don't really say no to Corey Steel Cutter in this deck, in my humble opinion. So let's go ahead and swing out. I'm definitely using this here, so let's just do that sorcery speed and the turn. Going to be very hard for my opponent to win this game now. The Hatcher is just doing too much work, simply. You got it. You can deal 2 to me. Yeah. Opponent scoops it up. That is the power of the Hatcher in this matchup. Now we're taking the draw. On the draw, I like bringing in the Pyroclasms. What do I not like in this matchup? That's a good question. I suppose I think that stock up is pretty slow. And I think that Storm Chasers is also pretty weak. Could also trim some into the Flood Maws, but I think they're reasonable. I don't really like the rest of this. We're bringing in a Clasm, so I think that trimming on a Talent is also fine. Yeah, let's do that. Maybe it's right to play more Clasms. The thing is, I actually still don't love the Pyroclasm. I think it's kind of more of a card you play in panic. It's a little insulation from the nuts. Like if they go something of their own, this hand is way too slow. This one is not going to get it done. So let's mulligan here. I like any hand with Draycatcher. So yeah, let's just go ahead and keep 3 lands. I don't think we need that. Okay, do I want to play the Shivan Reef? Probably not right now. Of course, blocking is a fool's errand in a standard environment. Opponent knows what's up. I messed this up. I should have attacked with the Swiftspear beforehand. I missed a damage and potentially even worse. Hopefully the opponent doesn't have the torch in hand here. You're crazy if you think I'm blocking here. Opponent does have the torch, it seems. Yeah, that's pretty good. Is he gonna bounce the Hatcher here? He is. Okay, I don't think I can really win this game. This is just a little bit too much, I think. But we're gonna give it the old college try, huh? So let's play the Hatcher back out. I think right now the plan is to concede next turn, but let's see. I mean, yeah, my opponent's just too far ahead here. What does my opponent have? Clasm kind of keeps us in the game here, so let's allow this. Okay, that's not Clasm. I don't like Clasm on the play, so we can take that out and just bring in the talent. Yeah. Maybe there was something different we could have done that game. Not entirely clear. It is very hard to beat Hatcher plus Rage. As you saw from my opponent's response to it when it was cast against me in game, or when I cast it against him in game 1. Once again, we have no threats, so I'm gonna mulligan here. Yeah, definitely gonna keep this. I think we don't need the stock up. Maybe we don't need more 1-drops. I think we don't need the stock up. That's what I'm gonna settle on here. I think the Swift Spear is gonna do a little better. I think the plan right now, you know, I didn't consider the mana restriction here. I do believe I've made a mistake. Still gonna sequence like this. I just want to get this cutter in play. Hopefully we can hit a blue source or a red spell, and we hit a blue source off the top here. I just want to pull ahead, so yeah, we're just going to deploy everything. Yeah, so I did make a sequencing error. I should have played the Otter out on turn 1, I believe. Ooh, that's very good. Yeah, okay. I think we just yeet. Seems very tough for our opponent if his plan is to chump, but Corey is very powerful and can absolutely bring our opponent back into this game here. That is no joke. That is no joke. That is very powerful. Okay. That is very, very powerful. I think I'm supposed to just stock up, look for land and 1-drop here. Yeah, and we find it. Doesn't really matter. This is the smallest creature, so I don't know. This guy, I'll go ahead and bend that land. My opponent had triple cutter this game, but it might not be good enough. Triple cutter, very strong, but hard to beat it when your opponent has a cutter of his own and is on the play. So that's a very good win. Always like winning the mirror. Maybe could have played a bit more accurately in game 3, but Not the end of the world. Yeah, this hand is not keepable. This hand is fine. I'm going to bin. I think I'm going to assume my opponent is on red, because it's a pretty safe assumption. And I'm going to bin the End of the Flood Maw, preferring the Torch the Tower, I think, on the mulligan here. I want to keep the stock up. We're a little light on action. Opponent goes Land of War Elves. Okay, well, that does make my decision this turn quite easy. Interesting. Some kind of green-white shell is what my opponent is on. Okay. Alright, we naturally hit the third land here. Well, I'm gonna play the land. Just rip a stock up. Or deploy as much capital as I can. I don't think that they're a Wrath deck, is my belief here, and if they are, I don't know what they are. If they are a Wrath deck, then good beats. I still have outs to rebuild with stock up, so it's not the end of the world. Okay, they are a Wrath deck. I was wrong. I don't know why you would play Land of War Elves in your Wrath deck, but I just want to hit land drops here. I'll do this. Do we want to opt here? No reason to do it necessarily. Our opponent did get us, I will admit, but they are low on resources themselves. Okay, yeah, I really misidentified what the hell was going on this game, huh? Okay, that's fine. Opponent's getting in for 3. Don't need that. I think I just want to deploy the Hatcher here. You got it. Tells me they don't have another Wrath. You got it. See, this I don't understand. Alright, my turn. Gonna lead on this. Maybe you should play that first. Yeah, I want Corey. Do I want more stock ups or do I want the torch? I don't want more stock ups, I want the torch. Do I want to sacrifice that for a scry? I don't have much time here. I think I do. My opponent has the Ride's End or he doesn't. Into the Flood Maw is actually pretty good. I will keep that on top here. Okay. Does he have something here? Sure. Definitely want the cutter. And I definitely, do I want the sleight of hand or do I want, so the plan is Overlord, or Cutter, Overlord, Cutter, Swift Spear, bounce the Overlord. He will take, so he's taking, what do I need here to win? Rage is nice. I don't think that Swift Spear is that impactful. Okay, I think I was right, at the very least, that I didn't want the Swift Spear. Floodmaw, the Overlord. He can block 4, he takes 9. It's probably just not good enough. I forgot the Prowess trigger. This is him going to 1. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he can't make this as well. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Might have sequenced a little incorrect. I mean, yeah, actually, I definitely did. Okay, if he's doing this, that's fine. I do believe. Yeah, so I can get the end of the Flood Maw back. Bounce the Regent. No, don't tap like that. Wow. Uh-huh. Okay. Do I want to play the talent out right now? I'm taking 8. So what's important is that I get something. Is Swift Spear good enough? I think it's kind of weak, actually. So I can bin it, and then... No, I'll keep it on top. We'll deploy the talent. So he can put me to 1. Okay, so he... Yeah, that's game. I probably grossly misplayed that. How many basics did he have? He still had quite a bit of basics. I like that there. I like Spell Pierce in any deck. I think Hatcher is very slow. Yeah, it doesn't seem great into him, frankly. I think Witchstalker seems reasonable. I think Into the Flood Maw looks good. I think Torch seems weak. And actually, Torch is not that bad, because he's an elf deck. But like, his elves suck, because he's wrathing them. Something like that? No, I think Torch is weak, right? Is it weak? Has 4 targets. I think I'm gonna do this. I don't know if it's right. Maybe... Yeah, I mean, I obviously shouldn't have deployed into the Wrath so aggressively. I was like, he's an elf deck, he can't be playing Wrath. Which was just not correct, so what can you do? Keep any hand with Cutter. Give me the threat here. Does he have some kind of disenchant here? Sure, that's fine. A little low on action though, but we're just gonna lose. That's the 6th land here. Need to draw stock up. Yeah, man, I really should have played that last game differently. It's okay. I don't think I'm supposed to, yeah, he clearly has a removal spell. Yep, that's fine. Hello, ACB. What's up?
I just want to say good morning.
Good morning.
Are you on Discord?
No. I'm recording myself.
Oh.
I love you.
I love you.
Bye, Hubie. I will cash in these map tokens. You got it. As far as I'm concerned, if I'm getting those out of his hand, that's a win. Because we have Ral, so... Really considering minusing Ral here because of just how flooded I am, but let's start here.
Doesn't take a genius to see something weird is going on. Otter to otter?
Okay. So in our top 18, we appear to have drawn 9 lands. Wow. That's 10 lands. I think I need action. That's...
Analyze.
Okay. That's actually insane. That is maybe the unluckiest thing I've ever seen in my life. I think so. That is a game. I give up. I drew 22 cards and in a 60 card deck we drew 22 cards and I drew 13 lands. Hold on, let's take a look at this. How many lands am I playing? 21. So there are 21, and I drew 13 lands. So that's going to happen in roughly 0.3% of games I get flooded that bad. So that is 1 in 300 games will be that unlucky. Very impressive. Alright, can't keep this. Kind of have to keep this. Yeah, I'll keep this. Let's spin the end of the Flood Maw. Two, 3 looks. We can survive if we don't hit the second land drop. Maybe I should have played the cutter, actually. That way I can go cutter 1 drop. Next turn. That's probably the wrong sequencing I just played there. My opponent is thinking. I don't really know about what, but you know, it's fine. Plays a Battlefield Forge, and then he Lightning Helixes my Drake Catcher. Sure. This is where Torch is very annoying and weak. Okay. Yeah, I definitely should have played the... Yeah, because I could have saved it. Okay. This appears to be some kind of deck where this is good, so I will take that. What do I not want? Stock ups. Probably kind of mediocre. Talent. Probably kind of mediocre. Rage. Probably kind of mediocre. On the draw here. Witchstalker Frenzy is kind of interesting in this matchup still. Yeah, I think we should bring it in. Trim a Rage, trim a Stock Up, trim a Talent? That seems reasonable. I have a Torch the Tower and a Drake Catcher, so I'm not going to mulligan this hand. I should have waited there. Potentially. I could have maybe wasted his turn too. Would I like to slow play this Drake Catcher? I kind of would, but I don't know if I can afford to. Maybe I can afford to. I think I'm gonna pass. Should have potentially played Shivan Reef last turn. If he uses his mana to buff this, I will probably just bounce it. Sure. That's fine. I will protect it from a Lightning Helix. You got it. Maybe this was wrong. I am taking a bit too much damage probably here. Not a very good draw. I think that I just have two. I mean, the fact that I have two lands in my hand here is just kind of unacceptable. I don't think I can really win. Do I pray for top deck or chump the Hired Claw here? Or do I just... Oh, well, I wouldn't chump, I double block. Currently have 5 damage on board. I'll take 3 plus 4. 7. Go to 1. Yeah, I don't like that. Let's double block. I don't like 6 go to 2. For sure. Okay, I'll draw this. Rage. We'll make this a +4, 7, 9. That's one short. I think I should just deal the 3 here. No, I think I should deal the 5 so that both of these are lethal creatures next turn. Yeah. Hope he doesn't, like, if he has the 2-mana mouse, I lose anyway. I don't think there's much I can do. Alright. We get the dub. Oh, nice. We've improved to gold. I'm proud of us. Gold is really high ranking. And I have completed my gold quests for today, so thanks for watching.